Hey, Chad.
Hey, Jackie, what's up?
I wanted to reach back out to you and kind of circle back after the webinar. There was a lot of questions that we had to get back to and answer, and they were mainly from restaurants.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. I, I, I saw some of those coming in and I was thinking, man, we should have just had a restaurant
Mm-hmm.
webinar at some point, especially because that's my background. I got into franchising by owning some restaurants and experiencing that. So I'm thinking like a restaurateur right now. But what were some of the specific questions that we got?
Yeah. So there was just an overall theme that I noticed when the questions were coming in, and basically it was just help. They just need help. They need guidance on what they need to do right now and what they need to know right now. So if you can give us any insight on that, I think that would be the overall theme for today.
Well, if you don't mind, I have been writing down
Good.
thoughts. So yeah, here are kind of the areas that I would be focusing on right now if I was in the restaurant space, either a chain, if I had a local restaurant or whatever. There's about 4 areas that I would focus on. The first is the search engines and reviews engines. So Google and Yelp. And here's what I mean by that. Google, as is already, we talked about it yesterday on a call, they're not doing reviews anymore. They're focusing instead on the essentials of a business, and especially of the restaurant business. So like name, business options, services that you provide. So I would make sure if I was a restaurant that my Google My Business profile was updated with my correct hours, which are probably modified. And here's the late breaking news. GMB is now allowing restaurants to, in their business name title, to change and add whether they do takeout, whether they do delivery. This is something Google's never allowed before because they didn't want anybody gaming the system. Right now, they're saying, no, if you want, put that. So if I was a restaurant, obviously still open with curbside pickup or delivery or something, I would have that. So my restaurant was California Fresh back in the day. So it would now be California Fresh now delivering, or California Fresh curbside pickup available. That's what I would do. I would change that. Make sure my hours are right, change my name. I am noticing from the forums that I'm reading for Google My Business, some of their updates aren't happening real time because of the AI and the bots that are running things now more than humans are. So you might have to be patient, which is not what restaurants are going to want to hear. The posts or the updates might not be immediate, but what you can do is Google My Business. You can do posts, Google Posts now. So I'd log into my Google My Business. If I was a restaurant, I would have some messaging about takeout or curbside pickup or whatever, and I would be reaching, and it's free. So I would jump on that if I was a restaurant. In terms of Yelp, they're actually rolling something out with GoFundMe, where clients and restaurant customers can actually go to somebody's a restaurant's Yelp profile and donate to the business. Let's say you're closed. Maybe your restaurant, you had to completely close. Your loyal customers can actually donate just to kind of help you get through. So that's something being set up by GoFundMe. So if I was a restaurant, I would go make sure my Yelp profile is updated and listed correctly so that I can get linked up with that free feature that Yelp is rolling out. This will not charging. So that's super cool. So that's what I would be doing with the search engines, review engines, all that kind of stuff. That's the first thing. The second thing would be social media presence. I would have a heavy social media presence right now. I would be all over posting updates about, again, about my hours. I would show pictures of my food, of the food making process now, which we want to show how clean your facilities are, what you're doing above and beyond to make sure the social distancing, which is crazy, but restaurants still have to abide by the social distancing. So you need to show a video if you're a restaurant of how your staff is preparing food in the midst of social distancing. So that's going to be important. There are, and this is something I did locally for my community, again, because I used to have a restaurant here. I know a lot of restaurant owners. I created a Facebook group for all restaurants to join that are currently open. And so we're getting hundreds of community citizens that are joining this group to see the list and the hours and all this kind of stuff. So if you're a restaurant and that's not been created yet, create one and invite your friends. This is not a time to put somebody out of business. Invite your friends in the restaurant space to join so that all the people in town can go look at one source and find out which restaurants are still open through this. Also,
Yeah,
I've seen chambers of commerce, news stations, they're putting out websites where it lists all open businesses, essential businesses and restaurants. Go join those, find them and join them. On the webinar, Jackie, actually, you mentioned how locally some cities, like you live in Austin, are putting together either special listing websites or like hashtags. Like I think the Austin one is keep eating local or keep eating in Austin or whatever. So find that hashtag, and whenever you do a social media post, add that to your post. And then it'll show up as people are searching.
Yeah, and they're even specific in the way, because a lot of restaurants, they will deliver the food for you because that's how badly they just want to get it out to local people, or they can specify if Favor's doing it for free, if Uber Eats is doing it for free.
Right. In terms of what I would be posting as well, again, on social media, I think right now it's got to be videos. I already mentioned the ones where you show the staff preparing the food, but I think we as customers haven't probably experienced the restaurant doing curbside pickup before or delivering directly to us. We might have used Uber Eats or DoorDash or Grubhub or something instead. So give us a video on social media showing what we as a customer need to do. Where do we need to go park to pick up the food? What's the process? Do we hand you money? Do we just pay online? Do you bring us the food? Do you put it in a box that we then go get? Do you put it in our trunk? Like, show a video to make it super simple for us. Oh, watch the video. Okay, boom, I go. 1 minute video, and then I know what to do. So I would definitely post, when I'm on social media, I would be posting videos like that. Make it easy for your clients, your customers. And then the last thing I would do, just so we could wrap this call up, I know you had the webinar as well, so we've had a long day of talking already, but I would form co-ops with other restaurants, first of all, so that we can all, not everybody's going to want pizza every day, right? Or tacos or whatever it is that you, and for me, it was sandwiches and smoothies. That's what I used to sell. They're not going to want that every day. So maybe get some sort of collaboration with other restaurants around you. And what if your little co-op of restaurants co-opt with properties and apartment buildings and senior facilities and other places that are kind of locked in but have a lot of people in them? Maybe get with a property manager or reach out to that place and see, is there a way? Can we do Mondays? Can we do Mondays are pizza, Tuesday Taco Tuesday? So the taco place, can we just give you an order form and have people order and we'll come deliver, and work some sort of co-op plan out? So those would be kind of my biggies. So again, make sure on Google and Yelp that you're doing what they want you to do, updating that kind of stuff. 2, I'd be posting on social media every single day. 3, the kinds of stuff I'd be posting would be videos of what the clients can expect. And then number 4, I would do a co-op with other restaurants, but then also with some properties and residencies. So I think, is there anything else that question-wise that we had, or would that kind of cover it all?
I think that sums everything up that we had question-wise. If anyone else has any more questions, we're happy to make more videos and answer questions personally through email. So I think that was really helpful. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate you setting this kind of stuff up, and we're just going to keep cranking this stuff out and get through it together.
Yep, we're here for them. We're here for each other.
Thanks so much, Jack. Appreciate
Thanks, Chad.
it. Talk to you later.